Last week, I spoke to Andy. Andy is a data analyst of a large retail organization, and he was stuck with the analysis of his orders, products, and customers' data. He wanted to quickly analyze the data which was stuck in his Amazon S3 bucket. Now, he wanted to do all this analysis using natural language processing. Hello everyone, I'm Ankit. I help the large organization with their data and AI strategy. And in this video, we'll see how did I help Andy to analyze his complex data in simple natural language process. In this process, I helped Andy to move his data from Amazon S3 bucket using AWS Glue and then push it to Snowflake SQL. In Snowflake, he did not have to write any SQL queries but used natural language processing so that he can talk to his data in plain English. So let's deep dive into how can we build this data pipeline without writing any single line of code.
A prerequisite is that we need to have a Snowflake connection created in Glue. So I have created the connection with my details here. Make sure that you use the right authentication type and save your secrets in the AWS secret, which I have done, and save it. We'll go to the Visual ETL and create a new job. We'll select the source as Amazon S3, select the bucket that we want to ingest. I'm selecting the customer data first. Yes, I'll select the right format of the data, infer the schema, and select the right IAM role. I'll do a little bit of transformation on this data by selecting the current timestamp and ingesting it in the column which I'm creating on the fly, the ingested at column, which will tell me when this data got ingested in the Snowflake tables. I will preview the data and select the target as Snowflake. The Snowflake has its connection created. I will put the database, schema, and table name. I can see there are four options there: append, merge, truncate, and drop. I'll select truncate, drop, and recreate so that existing data is dropped and created a new table. I'll give a name to this job, sales underscore data, and save it. Similarly, I'll create the other two jobs for the orders and product data. I'll select the source bucket, selecting the right folder, doing the same transformation on this data as well by adding the current timestamp and giving the target as Snowflake. Make sure you select the right Snowflake connection which has the authentication done, giving the database, schema, table, and dropping and recreating the table. Remember, this is my demo, so don't drop and recreate in your actual environment. Rather, you should append the data. Next is the product. It is basically repetition of the first two steps, adding the timestamp and giving the target as Snowflake. All good till now. If you want, you can pause here and create your own data pipeline in AWS Glue before you move to the Snowflake. Now let me run this job which I've created. It will take approximately 1 minute. After that, the data will be ingested in the Snowflake tables. As you can see, the data got ingested in the Snowflake customers table. I can look at the data. Yeah, orders and products, everything is ingested. But let's explore something which is new, which is data quality. This is a new feature of Snowflake which will give you an insight about the data which you have ingested before you build any AI product on top of it. So we can see that there are some duplicate count of product category and all those columns. It has basically seen your data and giving you that insight. Now let's look into the Cortex Analyst. I'll create a Cortex Analyst semantic view on top of this data using a SQL command. Pause here and see what command I have used. I've created a relationship between these tables using the facts and dimensions. And once it is successfully created, I will go to AI ML Analyst. Yep, and then I will see that the sales analysis is created. I can see all the tables here and some suggested queries in the right hand side. I will review these queries, and if it looks good to me, I will save and continue. These are some pre-populated queries from the data that I have ingested. This is a playground area where you can ask Cortex Analyst to explain the data set. Remember, this is the entire semantic view that it will explain, not a single table. So it has analyzed my customer, product, and orders data. Once I'm happy with this, I can ask some more questions, a bit of second order questions, which it takes time to analyze because it is understanding my data. So I've asked two questions at once, and I can see the response is getting generated with a logical breakdown of the queries. And if you are happy, you can select the verified query so that the next user get the response from the similar query, and it does not recreate the same SQL query again and again. But this looks good to me, so I can ask another question to analyze the price per material, and I can see that it can query my data and generate the response very simply without writing any SQL command. Imagine if I have to request for a data engineer or a data analyst to write this SQL, how much time does it take? Andy was really impressed by these kind of features of Cortex Analyst. Let's analyze some more data again. Yeah, I think it is good time for us to go to the next step and explore the Cortex agent. Let's go to AI ML agents, and we'll create a new agent here. We'll put the database here, which is AMath for me. Object name and display name will create a agent. The agent is getting created. Yeah, it is created. And I have to enter display name, description, and some example questions. But before that, let's add the Cortex Analyst here. Go to Cortex Analyst and add the semantic view that I have created in the earlier step. I have selected the sales data and connecting the sales analysis as a semantic view. I don't have to type in the description. I'll generate it with the Cortex. So Cortex will pre-populate everything that it understands from my data. You can very well go and edit it again if you are not happy, and click on save. Now I see that everything is set for me to query the Cortex agent as well. I'll ask a similar question to a Cortex agent to ensure that it is behaving in the same way the Cortex analyst was behaving. If you are a bit confused about what is Cortex Analyst and Cortex Agent, do give a comment. I will make a separate video explaining what are the AI capabilities of Snowflake Cortex Agent, Cortex Search, and Cortex Analyst. For now, please like, share, and subscribe this video. This will help to boost up this channel. Thank you very much.